Walter loved his children deeply. 6 beautiful souls he had brought into this world. He remembered each birth, each tiny hand gripping his finger. Now, they were grown, with families of their own. He was a proud grandfather, his heart overflowing with love for each new generation. But Walter carried a heavy burden. The miles between them weren't just physical. His days were long, filled with the ache of their absence. He longed to sit with them, share stories and laugh together, to feel the warmth of their embrace, to be the father, the grandfather they deserved. But life had thrown him a cruel curveball, and he was left grappling with the consequences. Walter's work consumed him. He toiled tirelessly, his hands calloused, his back aching. Every muscle in his body screamed for rest, but he pushed on. He had to. The weight of his responsibilities pressed down on him, a constant reminder of his circumstances. He was trapped in a cycle of survival, with little time for anything else. The distance from his children was a direct result of his financial struggles. Child support payments consumed his meager earnings, leaving him with barely enough to survive. Each payment a painful reminder of his inability to provide for them the way he yearned to. The irony was cruel. He was working to be close to them, yet the very act pushed them further away. Shame gnawed at him. Shame that he couldn't be the provider, the strong father figure he always wanted to be. He retreated into himself, his silence a shield against their judgment, their disappointment. They wouldn't understand, he'd whisper to himself, his voice heavy with unshed tears. They'd think less of me. He imagined their phone calls, their invitations to family gatherings, each one a tiny dagger to his heart. He longed to answer truthfully, to tell them about his struggles, his love for them that stretched beyond any financial limitations. But the fear was paralyzing, holding him captive in his prison of silence. He clung to scraps of their lives, piecing together their joys and sorrows from afar. A neighbor's casual mention of his eldest daughter's promotion, a glimpse of his son's graduation photo in the local newspaper. He treasured these morsels, letting them nourish his starved spirit. Each accomplishment, big or small, filled him with a quiet pride. He celebrated their victories in the solitude of his small apartment, his heart swelling with love. They were good people, his children, strong, kind, and compassionate. He prayed they knew, despite his absence, how much he loved them, how proud he was to be their father. He kept a box beneath his bed, a treasure chest of memories, faded photographs, handwritten cards, and children's drawings, tokens of a past filled with laughter and togetherness. He would often take them out, carefully unfolding each piece, reliving the moments they represented. These were the seeds of his pride, the reminders that his love, though unspoken, was real and enduring. He would run his fingers over their faces in the photographs, whispering words of love and encouragement. "I'm so proud of you," he'd say, his voice thick with emotion. "You are all my heart." Section 6. The Ache of Absence. As the holidays approached, the ache in his heart intensified. He pictured them gathered around a table laden with food, laughter echoing through the room. His heart ached to be a part of it, to feel the warmth of their presence. He longed to hold his grandchildren on his lap, to tell them stories of his own childhood. The silence between him and his children grew deafening during these times. He knew they must think him indifferent, perhaps even callous. Little did they know that each unanswered phone call, each declined invitation, chipped away at his soul, leaving him emptier than words could express. Section 7. A Glimmer of Hope. One day, a ray of hope pierced through Walter's despair. His youngest daughter, Lily, always the empathetic one, sent him a simple text message. "Dad, how are you? Just thinking of you." It was a simple message, yet it held the power to shatter the wall Walter had built around himself. He stared at the message, his heart pounding. Could this be it? The opening he needed to bridge the chasm that separated him from his children? He knew he couldn't keep living in the shadows of silence. He had to try, for them and for himself. Section 8. The courage to reach out. With trembling hands, Walter began to craft a response. Each word was a battle against years of suppressed emotions, unspoken truths. He poured his heart into that message, explaining his struggles, his shame, his unwavering love for them all. He hit send, his heart pounding in his chest. He waited, an eternity it seemed, for a response. Doubt crept in, whispering insidious lies. "They won't forgive you," it hissed. "You waited too long." But then, his phone buzzed. Lily's reply was simple, yet it held the power to heal years of pain. "We love you, Dad. Always have, always will." Section 9. Bridging the miles. Walter's journey wasn't over, but he had taken the first step. The miles between them, though still physically present, felt less daunting. He had opened the door to communication, to understanding, and most importantly, to love. His story is a testament to the enduring power of family, the strength found in vulnerability, and the hope that even in the darkest of times, reconciliation is possible. It's a reminder that sometimes, the bravest act is reaching out, bridging the miles, and allowing love to pave the way home. For more of Walter's story, please like and subscribe.